Here comes the crackhead that I see each video. That was my idea, don't take all the credit.
Okay, so second time because someone decided to give me a notification at the very time.
Sadly.
Okay, last time Izuku went to sleep after the bloodbath, and the next day he watches he checks Izuna's condition if he sees it's okay. Izuna, when he woke up, immediately went to the bathroom and threw up. Yes. Izuku was a bit nauseous in the morning, so he called in sick for the day. Izuku went to the bathroom and checked on his brother, and Izuku says, "You good in there?" Izuna waits a while before answering and says, "Yeah, I still feel like hell, though." Izuku says, "You good enough to walk back to your room?" Izuna says, "Yeah."
Sorry, I just found a piece of candy and I want to eat it. Wait, you can't resist candy.
Okay,
Okay, continue.
Okay. Izuku says, "Okay, I'll be in the room when you're done." Izuna says, "Okay." Izuku walks back to the room and sits down. Izuna, after a couple minutes, comes out of the bathroom and says, "I think I'm gonna just take a nap."
It doesn't fit me.
Hey, got a new bracelet.
I made it.
Okay, let's continue. Okay. Izuna, after a couple minutes, coming out the bathroom, "I think I'm gonna go take a nap." Izuku says, "Okay, have a good nap." Izuna says, "I'll try." He lays down his head and closes his eyes and goes back to sleep. Izuku then went downstairs and saw Devil making some food. Izuku says, "Dad, that's not how you do it. Let me help you." Izuku helps Devil make some breakfast. Izuna comes down the stairs and says, "What y'all making?" Izuku says, "Some eggs, sausage, pancakes, and waffles, and some orange juice." Izuna says, "That smells nice." "Oh, good morning, Dad." Devil says, "Good morning, Izuna. How are you holding up?" Izuna says, "I could have been worse today, but okay." Izuna sits down and waits for his plate, and after eating, he hugs Devil and goes back to his room to rest. The Devil says, "Izuku, do you have enough energy to perform, or maybe another time?" Izuku says, "Maybe sometime later. I'm still a bit sick, but I'll rest for now." Devil says, "Okay, whatever you're feeling up for it or not, just tell me what's up." Izuku says, "Okay, I'll tell you when I'm ready or not." He walks up the stairs and flattens on his bed and slowly goes to sleep. Devil then gets up and opens the casino and stays in his office and does piles of paperwork for the rest of the day until he hears a knock on the door.
Fuck paperwork. Sorry, I had to
Ooh, I got a ring.
Yeah, we're married now. I'm kidding.
No.
I was kidding.
I know you're kidding.
Why would I marry my cousin?
I know, it's weird.
Somebody actually married the cousin. Sorry, I'm talking.
But I also saw that on Reddit. Like,
yeah.
This dude, married his second cousin and had 2 kids.
Mm-hmm.
Yikes. And found out later. Feel bad. Kind of bad.
There's also one time that they actually knew that they were cousins. They still did it.
Ew.
Exactly.
Kind of weird, but Y'all just heard our full conversation.
They don't care.
Okay, finds on his bed and Devil hears a knock on the door and says, "Come in." The door opens and he sees his son and he says, "Good afternoon, Izuku. Are you okay?" Izuku says, "Yeah, and I think I'm ready to go on stage." Devil says, "That's great. That you're feeling good. But are you sure you won't just throw up on stage?" Izuku says, "Of course, Dad. I'll see you when I'm on stage." Devil says, "You too." Izuku then walks out of the office to the stage and get ready for his performance. He puts on his suit, different earrings, and takes out his horns and tail and walks on stage and says, "Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Devil's Casino. As usual, enjoy and don't be in debt to the devil." Izuku sings "Feeling Good" by Michael Bublé. I think that's how you say his name. I will be playing it. I do not own this song or anything close to it. Just,
Please don't copyright it.
please. We don't have money for that. And hope you enjoy.
Birds flying high, you know how I feel.
Oh.
Hey, my name's James.
Oh my god, is that really an ad?
Yeah, my name is James.
My name's James. Let me just, really,
Sorry,
really.
who actually is the actor for like that ad.
Sorry for the actor who actually has to do this for a living.
Mhm.
But I do not like you at the moment.
Yeah, me neither.
Is this serious? Okay. We're gonna restart it again.
Yeah.
This isn't the right one.
Birds flying high,
That's good.
you know how I feel.
Don't tell me. No! God, technical
Birds
difficulties
flying high,
Okay.
you know how I feel. Sun in the sky, you know how I feel. Breeze drifting on by, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me. And I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. Fish in the sea, you know how I feel. River running free, you know how I feel. Blossom on the tree, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me. And I'm feeling good. Dragonfly out in the sun, you know what I mean, don't you know? Butterflies all having fun, you know what I mean. Sleep in peace when day is done, that's what I mean. And this whole world is a new world and a bold world for me.
so good. There we go.
Please don't copyright us. We're only little kids. Come on.
We're not little kids.
We don't need to be in trouble for little kids. You get in trouble for little kids.
We don't get a kid.
They're like 5.
Yeah, I'm 9. Okay, back to the what if. After the song, he sees Izuna in the crowd in the back in the hallway. Izuku gets off the stage and goes on the back, out the back, and says, Izuna, how are you feeling? Are you okay? Do you need me to carry you back to the room? Izuna says, I'm fine. I just wanted to see you perform. Wish you were as graceful in real life, too. Izuku says, hey! Izuna laughs and says, well, I'm going back to my room, and I'll be fine. Izuku says, you better be. Izuna says, of course I will.
Why can't all brothers be like that? So caring. Well, we have a little shit on our hands.
He's not a little shit.
He is a little shit. He attacked me. He tackled me to my bed and wouldn't let go. He tried to sexually harass me. I'm kidding. He's like, I want to cuddle. Little prick, I don't want to cuddle with your scary mini ass. Sorry.
Hopefully, if you, sorry for anyone who, doesn't like,
Cursing?
or, the things we just said. Of course, we don't actually mean it, so don't worry.
Yeah, totally.
Okay. Okay. He walks back and Izuku continues to entertain the crowd. After all the guests are gone, he starts wiping the tables and getting all the dishes to the tipsy troop to clean them. Izuku then, after he's finished with he's finished with everything, he walks his room upstairs and sees his brother sleeping in his bed. Izuku finds this adorable and sleeps next to him and cuddle each other like brothers should do.
Exactly.
Okay. He woke up the next day and says, Izuna, where are you? Izuna says, I'm getting ready for school, silly. Izuku says, I thought you were gonna stay for at least a day or two. Izuna says, I already stayed for one. Now I need to get back to school. Izuku says, okay, let me get ready. Izuku gets ready and they walk to school. They get to school and the day goes normal. Of course, Izuna has to throw up sometimes, but he does that at lunch and breaks, and surprisingly not in class. The thing in canon happens. Bakugo has a big head and tells everyone he can't make it even as D-listers. Honestly, I'm surprised no one has ever talked about. He says D-listers, not B-listers, because B-listers are basically the second in command and basically just second tier, not D-listers. D-listers at the bottom. Okay, I'm good. Izuku and Izuna think Bakugo is full of crap and says anyone can be a hero if they put their mind to it. All they need is to work hard and keep reaching for their goal. Stupid. The students that felt down at Bakugo's comment cheer on Izuku and Izuna. And then class ends. The 10 months of training for UA starts now. Izuku and Izuna work their asses off by collecting 5 times as many contracts as ever, and then taking a break for a week or two. Izuku and Izuna, then after the 10 months, they then go to the UA entrance exam. What the fuck are you grabbing?
One more. Sorry.
Oh my god, is that candy?
Yeah, there's no more.
God damn it, I could have had one.
You had 4 yesterday.
Shh.
You took my caramel.
Okay, okay.
I forgot that we need to say something in unison, huh?
No, we're good.
Okay.
Izuku and Izuna, after 10 months, they go to entrance exam. Izuku and Izuna go into UA for the UNA extra exam, and they go into the written test. They ace that. Izuku gets second place. Izuna gets first place, and he noticed the wrong answers because Izuku only got 5 out of 10, and the other wrong answers. And Momo gets the third place because for all marks, but not getting a single purpose wrong question answer. Izuku and Izuna go to sit down in the auditorium where President Mike explains the robots. And it's pretty early, and he comes out an hour before the students come, and he says, "Are you sure you guys are in the right place?" Izuna says, "If I'm not wrong, this is the auditorium where we wait for the instructor to explain the robot test." President Mike is surprised and says, "Well, did you finish it?" Izuku says, "Hell yeah, we did. We even solved the wrong questions." Izuna says, "Well, how many did you find?" Izuku says, "I found 5. Izuna, I got it right the first time. Izuna says, "I found 8 of them." Izuku says, "I guess I'm lacking." Izuna says, "Well, I bet you're going to do swell in the robot exam." Izuku says, "Thanks, Izuna." Izuna says, "No problem." They riffle each other's hair and look at President Mike, who is awing at this because it's adorable. Izuku says, "So what do you do at UA?" President Mike says, "Well, I'm a teacher here." Izuku says, So we'll see you when we pass." President Mike says, "So you sure you'll pass?" Izuku and Izuna say in unison, "Here we go."
Wait. I need. Where should I put it?
This.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Of course, we're Sorry, I fucked up. Okay.
Let me just see this. I'm blind.
You're legally blind? Now read.
Wait a minute. I fuck up again. Okay.
Okay. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Of course, we're very confident in our abilities. There we go. We nailed it. President Mike says, "Well, what are your quirks?" Izuku says, "We both have the same quirk. We both can shoot blue energy out of our fingertips. And you see these?" Izuku points at the straw decorations on their heads that looks like a hair clip. The President Mike says, "Yeah." Izuku then turns it into an axe. Izuna says, "We are able to make them into axes, but not the other objects. We can do some other things, but it's better for you to see what we can do in the actual test." Mike says, "I can't wait to see what you got." Izuku and Izuna then chat it up with President Mike and wait for the rest to come. After the rest come, they end their conversation so Mike can explain the robot test. President Mike then explains the robots. Izuku and Izuna are whispering to each other about strategizing about the test, but then Ida interrupts President Mike and says, "Okay."
Innocent? Oh no.
No. Yes, Ida. Okay. "I'm sorry, but this is a very bad example of UA. You two, stop talking. You're distracting everyone around you." Izuku says, "Actually, no one could actually hear us, and we're strategizing for the test. And if you would have let him finish, he would have explained the 0-pointers earlier. So sit down." Izuku sits down, and Izuna says, "You may continue, President Mike." And President Mike says, "As they said, I was going to explain it, and the kid does, do sit down." Well, the Xenoporters explains. He then continues to explain. They go out to start the test. Izuku and Izuna walk out in front, and then they were stopped by a hand. That hand was Ida, he says. "If you're trying to distract that girl, then I will have to stop you right here and right now." Izuku and Izuna in unison say,
Am I? Okay.
Who? Izuku says, okay, Four Eyes, we don't want to entertain you any more than we already are. We're just going to go back while you go back, and we'll go in the front to get a head start. Yuzuna says, in a simpler version, since you are a very smart intellectual, you are taking our time to prepare, so in the name of stopping us from distracting this so-called lady, you should mind your own business. Now, if you'll excuse me and my brother will be going. They walk in the front and leave Ida in shooketh, in shock. The gate opens and Izuku is going to run in and shoot the robots and hit them. Izuku then gets scratched and cracks. Izuna then steps in front of him and smashes the robot and goes over to Izuku. Izuna says, are you alright? Izuku says, it's just a crack, I'll be fine. Izuna takes a deep breath and says, well, let's keep going. Izuku says, right behind you, brother. They continue and make sure they get the same points so they can both be first. All Might save Uraraka, Izuku and Izuna got first place and saved a few people when they couldn't handle the robots. Izuku got the crack on his arm, like in Fanon. He didn't find all the pieces so he can heal it, so it's a forever scar. Izuna had a crack, but Izuku healed it. Okay, quick side note. They can heal each other, but not heal anyone else that they're not related to, so and they can also revive each other if one of them dies. They go home and wait for the letter. Okay, this is where we're going to stop here. Even though I have more.
A little more.
Just a little. We're going to end it here. And this is the second part. And bye.
Have a nice day, y'all.